What is a twin flame, and how can you tell if you found yours? You've probably heard of soulmates, but have you heard of twin flames? While the two concepts may appear to be similar, they are vastly distinct. Barbara Spinelli, LP, a therapist, relationship specialist, and CEO of Babita Spinelli Group and Opening the Doors Psychotherapy, explains, twin flames are two half or mirrors of two different individuals. She notes that these people have comparable traits and shortcomings and feel emotionally linked over something they have in common, generally shared grief. A twin flame, according to Lisa Vallejo's, Ph.D., a relationship therapist, is two persons who have a deep soul connection. They appear to be mirror images of one another, with similar life routes, histories, and occasionally pain, she says. The concept of soulmates is legendary. In contrast, twin flames are rarely reported. After learning more about your twin flame, you'll daydream about the beautiful life you can build with them. People are intrigued by twin flames and desire to learn more about their own. You wonder how you'll know if you've met and recognized your twin soul. On Earth, twin flames or mirror souls arrive in pairs. There is a twin flame in each of us. According to some spiritual teachers, a soul might split apart when exposed to high frequencies. After a soul splits in two, each half arrives in a separate body and spends forever attempting to reunite. If you believe you've met your twin flame, here are some telltale indicators. Take a look. 1. You are intensely drawn to one another. The initial connection might be compared to falling in love at first sight or to an irritating attraction to them that is absolutely unexplained and odd. They frequently arrive in unexpected places and under troubling situations. There will frequently be something that stands between you and the match, or the match may be looked upon by society for breaching conventions. This initial connection will most likely not be based solely on physical appeal or even much human interaction, but you will feel as if you've come home, or that you fully comprehend this person without needing to have a proper conversation with them, similar to the signs you met someone from your past life. 2. You have a unique way of thinking about things. If you're with them, your relationship has changed you as a person, and you are a better person as a result of it. You are amazed by the possibility of living. You are always looking for new things to do and have a new perspective on life. 3. You have extreme emotions. Your partnership is built on extremes: extreme feeling, extreme love, extreme dedication, and extreme drama. You can expect more than the typical couple's ups and downs. Your love for one another is intense, and it influences your feelings, mood, and ability to comprehend. 4. They triggered you. Following the initial meeting, something in you is sparked, and you become alive where you earlier felt dead inside. Or maybe you break free from a life pattern that has kept you stuck for years. You feel spiritually and creatively reawakened, and you have an outpouring of ideas regarding your life's purpose and direction. You may notice that your aim and focus become a lot clearer, and you're able to manifest things much more quickly than earlier. They do not provoke you in an abusive way, and these kinds of relationship patterns should be a dead giveaway that something is wrong. Abusive patterns indicate that you are drifting away from yourself, but a twin flame will trigger you in a positive way. They may encourage you to pursue your life purpose in ways that do not always appear to be the best route, but remember that they are your soul, manifested in someone else, and thus any actions they take are still full of love and have your best interests at heart. 5. You feel absolute love for them. The lessons learned from a twin flame are significant, and they will really transfer the soul into higher frequencies and realms. In this way, you must frequently realize that you cannot be with them at all, and the ego must be set aside in order for unconditional love to be shown for them. For example, if they are married and do not want to end their relationship. Meeting your twin flame isn't always simple, but it teaches you to trust yourself and your higher self in what you're attracting. Unconditional love breaks the bad patterns of conditional love that you learned as a child or from earlier life, and it could be your greater purpose. Unconditional love, as opposed to compassion, may be what your soul longs to understand in order to progress. 6. You learn from each other. You enjoy bridging the gap in your relationship, and know it's worth it when you find someone who shares your passion for life. You have the impression that you can easily converse with them without saying anything. You'll be able to tell what they are thinking about just by looking at them. 7. You two are pretty similar. You and your twin flame may discover that you share many values, life actions, and hobbies. You'll notice a lot of coincidences and comparable occurrences in your previous stories. 8. You complement each other. In areas where you aren't comparable, your differences will complement each other. For example, your light will intensify their shadow and vice versa. And because a twin flame reflects you, you're probably well aware of how your connection draws attention to your inner flaws. 9. They have a magnetic pull. You felt drawn to them physically while they're near you, as well as magnetically when you're separated, since the minute you met and continue to do so to this day. It's as though their spirit is always with you, yearning to be closer to you. 10. It's a complicated relationship. Twin flame relationships aren't always rainbows and butterflies. They're often difficult and turbulent. The ugly aspect of your twin flame connection is simply a result of you being forced to confront and own the parts of yourself that you don't like and would rather not see. It can be disturbing at best when the curtain is pulled back. 11. You have the impression that some higher power is constantly bringing you two together. Someone or something continues bringing you back together, no matter how upset you are at each other or how shattered your relationship feels at times. It certainly appears that the universe has a plan. 12. You understand each other. You capture them, and they capture you. Many people in relationships feel misunderstood, but not you two. Twin flame relationships are characterized by a high level of understanding. You'll have an instinctive sense of how the other person is feeling, acting, or thinking. You'll also notice that they can detect the same qualities in you. 13. You're going through a rough patch in your relationship, but quitting isn't an option. You are always and will always be there for each other, no matter how awful things are or get. You understand that ending the relationship isn't a choice because it is the best thing that has ever happened to you. You can face anything when you're both together. 14. You feel happiness on a spiritual level. When you're with your twin flame, you feel whole. You make each other entire, wonderful, and enough. There is no other way to put it. 15. You could spend the rest of your life with them and never get bored. There's nothing else you want or need when you're cuddling together. You have the impression that you could spend all day with them and never get bored or tired of them. You'll have a strong bodily desire to touch and be close to each other. You will encounter your twin flame at least once in your life if you have one. Like magnets, the two of you will be drawn to one another. When you meet your twin flame, you will feel a sensation of recognition, similar to when you remember an old song. Well, that's all for today from Brainy Facts. Thanks for watching.